This is second class on mind management techniques, right? Today is second class. So you have 6 classes altogether. Anyone of you attended my earlier sessions anytime? Which was that? Okay. Morning session? Yesterday? All of you want to control your mind. You want to control your mind? Don't control it. Don't control your mind. It's not good. As far as I am concerned, mind has to be allowed to fly like a kite. It should fly. Let it fly, it's good. You should never control your mind. It should just allow it to fly. Yesterday what was the class? Yesterday what was the class? Thoughts, actions, beliefs. Subconscious mind. Who took that? Okay. So what's mind? Now you know better. What's mind? What is mind? What is mind? Mind is thoughts. Where is your mind, Vishnu? Already given to somebody? Where is your mind? It's in brain. Part of brain is mind. Thoughts which occur in the brain is called the mind. So where is your mind? Somewhere here. That's what generally you feel. Correct? Okay, that's a program. Let us locate mind first. Then we know how to control it. So that we can tie around it or something. You translate mind to your own language, mother tongue. What is the translation for mind? What is the translation? Put it into Sanskrit, closer to Sanskrit. I am not a Telugu man, so I am a Keralite. Manas, right? Manas is closer to. Okay. So where is your Manas? It's in the brain. Manas is given to somebody else. There's a problem when you translate English to Sanskrit. It makes a lot of difference for us. When you think mind, generally people consider mind is somewhere inside the brain, but that is buddhi. Buddhi is different. Manas is different. So we are not going to deal buddhi controlling. We are trying to control the manas. Buddhi cannot be controlled. And we are good in controlling buddhi. As you get educated more, you become more and more intellectual, and automatically buddhi will get controlled. Okay? So buddhi is intellect, and that is what gives rise to thought process. Manas have no thinking. It's just feeling. Many people will get confused between thinking and feeling. The feeling comes for what? Eating mirchi bhaji. That's a feeling, that's not thinking. Then you start thinking whether to eat or not. You understood the difference? Because buddhi has logic. Manas have no logic. Manas is accidental, incidental, breaking, instantaneous. It just comes. The feelings just comes. You got severe pain. You start feeling for what? To cry. Then you feel that. Then you start feeling that you are a human being. Actually you are not feeling you are a human being. You are thinking that you are a human being. Many people will confuse these two also. And you say that there are people around, don't cry. Who says don't cry? Buddhi will say don't cry. Manas will say cry. You understood the difference? The feelings comes from manas. That is natural. Feelings is natural. Every animal have got feelings. Like human being also have feeling. No animal will attend class for mind control, because they don't want to control their mind. What they wanted to do, whatever they feel like doing. Any feeling, whatever they feel, they wanted to do it. But we are human being, and therefore we are social being, and therefore we cannot do whatever we feel like doing. There has to be a control. That's why we say control your mind. But it's not mind, control your manas. Because manas will require many things. Desire. Whatever you see, you want it. But then the buddhi will say, no, that's not good for you. Good and bad. Manas doesn't know what is good and bad. Manas is like a small child. It just wants, that's all. Good and bad is buddhi. Because buddhi has lot of information, lot of data sets, lot of knowledge, lot of analysis, criticism, comparison, everything is there in buddhi. Manas is blank, like a mirror. Manam darpana samanam. Shankara says manas is like a mirror. Whatever it sees, want it inside. Then the buddhi will say, not good, it is good, compare it. Then you will reject. And many times, whenever the buddhi controls the manas, who is controlling the manas? Buddhi. Because we feel buddhi is higher, manas is lower. Buddhi will start controlling. Don't do it. You wanted to see somewhere, then the buddhi will say, don't look at that. Look straight. What will happen? You will look straight, but your manas will be there. Does it not happen? Then after some time you will feel bad. Oh, I should have looked at that. I did a mistake. Mirchi bhaji, very good. Then the buddhi will say, don't eat, because last week you ate and you have stomach problem. Manas don't understand stomach. Manas will not understand last week. Manas will not understand problem. Nothing, it doesn't know anything. It just want, that's all. Desire, kamam. Kamam, the translation is desire. Kamam doesn't mean sex. Desire is kamam. Manas always have kamam. It has no logic. It will not think. And whatever the manas says, we cannot do it because we are a human being. Therefore you need to control it. Provided you can control your manas, where manas will not like something. For example, whenever mirchi bhaji is in front of me also, I don't feel like eating. That can also happen. There are something which you don't like, it's something which I like. I have controlled my mind already. Then what will happen? Whatever I feel, that feeling is controlled. That's why Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Uddharet atmanatmanam atmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmanaha. You should raise your manas to Atma level. Where is Atma level? Always when manas and buddhi start fighting, buddhi and manas will start fighting. And we don't know which wins. Sometimes buddhi will win, sometimes manas will win. Sometimes even though the buddhi says don't eat mirchi bhaji, you start eating. Or sometimes you will surrender to buddhi and don't eat. But night you will have a nice dream. Neither buddhi nor manas is giving you dream. Or after doing your atma, somebody will tell inside you, you should not have done it. And that is not telling by either buddhi or manas. It is being told to you by atma. That is the consciousness. Your inner consciousness, your chitta, chaitanyam, atma, tejas, life force, energy, that tells you after some time, oh, you should not have done it, you have done a mistake. Therefore, atma is like a judge. Judge will not interfere in the activity. After accident happens, after some time you will say, arrest him. Oh, Like this, after some time, Atma will tell Manas, you should not have desire. The desire is not good. It will start teaching us. After some time, when the Atma will start teaching Manas, it becomes its closest friend. Manas will become closest friend of Atma. So whatever Atma wants, that only will come in the Manas. And that structure is the controlled mind. But very difficult to attain that. Very difficult to attain that. That's why our all three Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Sama Veda, tells us how to control your mind. That's all. No desire. That's why in most of your prayers, the puja, when you conduct, Vairagya Siddhyartham Samarpayami. Have you heard this? Why do you do puja? Vairagya Siddhyartham. What is Vairagyam? No desire. Then you will give application to God. First you will say, please come God, no, I don't require anything. When the God comes, you will start giving requirements. Application will start giving. Then God will disappear from them. Actually, the prayers are for Vairagya Siddhyartham. I have no desire. If you have no desire, why do you do puja? So generally, the Vairagyam is what is to be attained. And all Vedas will tell you how to get into Vairagyam. But then there is another Veda which is called the fourth Veda. What is that? Atharva Veda. It says, you are a human being, you are a great fellow, greater than any other animal, and you say you have no desire. What a fool you are. If you are a great animal, whatever desire you have, you must attain it. Is it not? How do you become greater? Whatever you want, you must get it. That's the power. If you are a human being, you must get what you want. That's why all three Vedas are different and Atharva Veda is different. Atharva Veda will tell you how to get things. All desire will be satisfied. That's why Tantram becomes a part of Atharva Veda. Tantra Shastra. Tantra Shastra is mostly Kama Shastra 1. Generally desire. How to satisfy your desire. Sometimes my desire cannot be satisfied. My neighbor is very rich. That way I am unsatisfied. If I am rich or not is not a problem for me. I have a cell phone, but am I happy? Nizam never had a cell phone. Whether I am greater or Nizam is greater. I should feel I am bigger than Nizam. But my problem is, everybody in the street also have a cell phone. Therefore I don't feel great. I have a car. Am I happy? No, because my neighbor have got a better car. If all my neighbors do not have a car, only I have a car, then I will feel great. So people always start comparing. So in Atharva Veda it also tells you, if you want to become happy, you should make others also poor. So how do you do that? You can do different activities in which you can see all the people who are around you can become poor. You can disturb people. So that is uncontrolled mind. You can either be satisfied yourself and then become happy, but most of the time, not the manas and the buddhi contradicts. Most of the time our indriyas will start going around. I want this, I want to get this, I want this, I want this. All the time our indriyas will start wondering for requirements. And that need to be controlled. But I cannot control because it's all around me. It's not me, it is the surrounding which is controlling me. Therefore, either I should control my indriyas, because manas cannot be controlled straight away. Manas cannot be controlled straight away. Let me not see anything. Let me not hear. Some people will say, no, I don't want to hear that. Why? Once he hear, his manas will not be controlled. Somebody don't want to see bad movies, they will say. I will see only good movies. What will happen if you see bad movies? Your manas will go uncontrolled. That's a problem for you. That means your manas cannot be controlled straight because manas get inputs from indriyas. You need good words to come. How do your word comes from? Words comes from the manas. It is not buddhi. All my lecture, I am not using my buddhi at all. Whatever knowledge is there, it is not in the buddhi, it is in manas. You can also keep knowledge in manas. When you see mirchi bhaji, you wanted to eat that. Whether this is a mirchi bhaji or not, will you take the information from the manas, buddhi, and then download it to manas, and then get the feeling comes? It is instantaneous. Because manas is like a RAM in computer. Ready reference. Okay? And buddhi is like a where you have got a disk. All the information data set is there. Whichever you are using every now and then will be kept in manas. Now you have taken my picture automatically. Whether you want or not, it's not in your control. As soon as your eye is open, if I am there, you will take my picture. You have taken my picture. My jubba is seen, pen is seen, pencil is seen, color is seen, black and white is seen, all that is seen. Now what will happen? You have no control. It is kept in your temporary memory. Where is that? It has not even reached into manas. After the class, if you like my class, oh, this man's class is slightly different, so let me like you. If the feeling starts coming, you will put my picture in your manas. But soon after it will go, after some time it will go. When you see somebody else, my picture will go and that picture will come there. That's only there in your manas. In your manas, only one picture will be there at one point of time. Nothing else will be there. For some time, some people will keep the picture there. Whatever you see inside that also, that picture only will be there. Imprinted in the manas. Whatever you see, nothing will be seen. Only what is there in the manas only will be seen. But then after some time you are not using my picture at all. Then what will happen? This picture will get offloaded to backup, archival media. It goes to buddhi. You will keep it there and you will forget about it. But then after some time, somewhere on the road by mistake if you see me, again one more picture is taken. Then somewhere I have seen you. You will start remembering. Then from the buddhi that picture will get downloaded. You do a matching. Oh, this is that man. Then both picture will be there in your manas. That's a temporary memory. Manas is like a temporary memory where you will do lot of manipulations. It comes very fast. But then you will start comparing, you will start judging. All that is done by buddhi. Therefore lot of communication happens between manas and the buddhi. For all that, who supports? Indriyas will support. Because to take a picture, indriya. When I say orange, automatically the orange shape is in you. The color of orange is with you. The taste of orange will come in your tongue. So manas should act through indriya. Shape is coming in your eyes. Taste is coming in your tongue. When you say mother, the touch of the mother is there on your body. You know it's mother's touch. So all the indriyas will start functioning according to manas. That's why he says, Vak manah chakshu srotra grana jihvaredo buddhyagriti sankalpame shuddhyandam. The buddhi will create a sankalpam and that will get downloaded into manas. Manas will react. All reactions comes from manas. You want to control that manas? Then you are not creative. If you don't control your manas, you are most creative person. If you start controlling your manas, you become non-creative. Whatever inventions happens, whatever new ideas will come, only if manas become very active. But it cannot be wild. It has to be within the limits. Manas have to work. If it does not work, you will never show love. Manas have to work. Otherwise you get a flower, you don't feel smiling. Only buddhi will work. You know what will happen when somebody presents a flower? When we go for a function, somebody gives a nice flower. For some people, buddhi only will work. You know what they will do? Oh, where is this flower from? This is from Monda market. Oh, Monda market, no, dirty place. You know how this fellow must have packed this? They use their legs to pack it in a gunny bag. And that is this flower. Oh. We don't even receive it. Anyway, having given, you have to receive it. Then you start thinking, Kanyakumari flower is much more beautiful than Hyderabad flower. Because buddhi only will work. You will never appreciate the flower. You will say, Kashmir flower is much better. But the problem, Kashmir is in trouble now. Who is making trouble? The Pakistan people are making it. Now, actually Pakistan people are all like brothers and sisters only. But Pakistan people are not creating problem. It is Bush who is creating problem. You know, poor flower is waiting for you. But you will start connecting many things, because buddhi is always in terms of chains of knowledge. Actually, when a person who has feeling, when he gets a flower, what he does? Saurabhyamulla kusumam karave lebichal puricha ghanamadetu mudikku chudu. Give it to the lady and then put it back. That's the feeling which people have. And the feeling should come when you get something. Don't think too much. Once you start thinking, the feeling will get objected. But sometimes you have to control. You get an award, you are so thrilling, you start jumping. Whomever you see, you start telling, no, I got this award. Somebody will say, so what? What should I do? When you feel sad, you start crying. That's also possible. You will forget about all the job what you are supposed to do. You start crying continuously for some time. You don't do your job. Both sukham and dukkham is a feeling, and too much of that is very difficult. That's why Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, Sthidaprajnan, you should become a controlled mind person. A controlled mind, that person is called Sthidaprajnan. In second chapter, I think 56 sloka or something, he says, Dukkheshu anudignamana sukheshu vigataspruha vida raga bhaya krodha sthitadir munirichade. Dukkham sukham. Vida raga bhaya krodham. Bhayam should not be there. Krodham should not be there. Control all of them and you become a Sthidaprajnan. Why? For Arjuna, he had lot of feelings. What is the feeling which came? These are my brothers, these are my uncle, this is my guru. How do I fight? The feeling started coming. All the buddhi which he has got, now fighting, all that is gone. Actually, he know before coming to the warfield yesterday itself, he is going to fight with these people. Why he didn't have a feeling that time? Sometimes manas will have a delayed feelings. At the right time it will not come. After some time only it will come. Because it is not in your control. Suppose you can control your manas, what will happen? Yesterday itself he will say, I am not going to warfield. Why? Because they are all my relatives. Buddhi have information, but it has not come to manas. Next day while seeing only, manas will start feeling. Because coordination between manas and the buddhi has lost. Once your coordination between manas and the buddhi is lost, that person is called a psychic person. Therefore Arjuna was the first psychic patient and Dr. Krishnan was the first psychiatrist. The whole Bhagavad Gita is the best psychiatry book. And what happened? 18 chapters. At the end, do you know what happened? Arjuna said, Krishna, I did not understand anything. Because when you are in tension, whatever lesson given to you will not work. Will it work? At the time of examination, before going to the hall, somebody tells you this is the important subject. What will happen? If you have not studied, it will not come to you. So it has become so much waste. And then nothing could have been helped. Therefore, when you are in tension, when you are in problem, you cannot control mind. If you are not in tension, you have no problem, you can control your mind. You are very good. Listening lectures, all these are very good. Yeah, I know how to control your mind. But as soon as you go back home, from your hand, the glass falls down and it breaks. Mother will start scolding. Then what will happen? All your control will go. The class will not work. Does it work? All these lessons are useless, I will tell you. It's very easy to give lectures, but very difficult to control. There was a guru. The Swamijis are very good in controlling mind, right? No? There was a guru in Himalaya. And one of my equivalent to guru, another person, is a doctor. Not a PhD doctor. I am a PhD doctor. PhD is in mathematics. Permanent head damage. That's what PhD. That's in mathematics. Okay. I am a scientist in Department of Space. My job is image processing. Computer science is my field. This is my job, hobby. I am a psychotherapist, so I treat people. We have people who do lectures on Indian heritage and Indian systems and all, cultures and all. But Dr. Raman was in Kerala. He went to Himalaya and then he wanted to meet a Swamiji. Generally meeting Swamiji is very difficult. They are all much busy. Busier than some of the politicians sometimes. And then he wanted to get an appointment. Then the office fellow said, no, he is taking a class for international disciples. International disciples means you should not disturb. Indian disciples you can disturb. So, not disturb them. The subject was mind control. Same subject. Swamiji was teaching international disciples how to control mind. Because international people have more problem than Indian people. 60% of Americans are psychic. Nearly 50% of them take drugs. To school children, the young boys in the school, nearly 60% of them are dropouts. 30% of American school children are at least once visited prison, not for visiting imprisonment. They are put in jail. That criminal they are most of the time because they cannot have controlled mind. When we have a problem in our house, we can tell our mother, father, friend, somebody else. There you cannot do anything because nobody cares of that fellow. Only way is go to a psychiatrist. You cannot control. Most of the time when you have got everything, mind control will not be there. And these people will come to India to have mind control, and the Swamiji was giving lecture. And this Dr. Raman wanted to meet the Swamiji. No appointment was given. But then he said, I am from Kerala. I am a dermatologist. You know what dermatology? Skin specialist. I am a dermatologist. Then the office fellow said, please wait, I will give an appointment. I will talk to Swamiji. So the visiting card was given. Swamiji said, please call him inside. Because getting a doctor in Himalaya is very difficult. That too, getting a specialist was very, very difficult. And this Swamiji had lot of problems because while giving lecture, he goes on doing like this. He goes on doing like this. Everywhere he has got this problem. And Dr. Raman went inside and asked, what Swamiji, what's your problem? This is my problem. What is that lecture you are giving? Controlling mind. Do that. That's enough. You understood what this is? All dermatologists are living because when there is an itching, you start scratching. Why you are scratching? Because you are not able to control. The feelings of itching, it's only feeling. If you don't scratch, that will go. All skin specialists are living because mind control is not there with the people. If you control your mind, the skin specialist will go. They have no job. You understood? It's very difficult to practice, you can tell. Then the Guru said, yeah, you have told me what is applicable spirituality. So there are tips required for you to control. You can get nice lectures like this. 1 hour, 2 hours, you will see wonderful lecture. This man knows what is mind. You will also know what is mind. But you don't mind it after some time. And all that becomes useless. Mind control techniques are many different. What are the techniques? I'll give you small hints, that's all. Half an hour you cannot give. How do you control your mind? When you are angry, you will not be able to control your mind. Why do you get angry? Let us consider problem by problem. Why do you get angry?
Develop giving capacity to escape. One needs to try sometimes and use mind.
Yeah, I understand the consciousness and the message goes, but go on scratching is not the solution. Go on scratching is not the solution. And this instant is not to teach medical science, it is instant to give a comparison between the instinct what you have got and the controlling of that. What you preach and what is controlling that. I understand little bit of that. Because I am from an Ayurvedic family. So I know Ayurveda, so I know what is medical treatment also, little bit up to that level. Now, when you get angry, why do you get angry? Unsatisfaction. Who is the problem there?
We are not satisfied what we want.
Why you are not satisfied? Because you have a desire which is bigger. That's why, if you don't want to get angry, what you should have? Control the desire. Don't expect too much. When I am seeing a good house, oh, I should feel I need a house like this. Nothing wrong. But when I am seeing Shanarjan Museum, I should not feel, oh, I need a house like this. I know where to stop. Is it not? When I am seeing nice dress, I feel I need a dress like this. But I am seeing the picture of Vivekananda. Oh, I need to wear a dress like this. I should not have desire too much. No, I should know where I can control my desire. Is it not? If you have that, then you have no problem. Unsatisfied mind in some point of time where you cannot show it, you will show somewhere else. You will not show at that point of time because you cannot show that. Then what will happen? Something else will come, you start showing that. So you should know how to control your desire. How do you control your desire? It's a practice which you should develop yourself. Keep writing your goals. Keep writing your desire. You see whether this is possible, this is possible, this is possible. You evaluate your capability and try to get a match. You know what I am, I know what I am, I know what is this, and then do a comparison. Sometimes people will have too much of desire where your capability do not match with what is required, where I can reach. Sometimes people are unsatisfied in themselves. No, I am not taller, so what? If I am tall like Amitabh Bachchan, it would have been wonderful. It's wonderful, but my father is different. Amitabh Bachchan's father is different. He produced from a different factory, I am from a different factory. What can be done? You should know this much only. I don't have muscles like Salman Khan, so what? You can start comparing yourself with many people and become unsatisfied. That's unsatisfaction. One reason is that I'm not satisfied when I compare with somebody else. Satisfaction within self is what is to be seen. Ask comparing yourself with yesterday. Whether I am better than yesterday? Yeah, I have done well. Then what you should do? Raise your hand when you are unsatisfied. What you will do? Raise your hands. Take your hands up. Take your hands up. And then take it on your head. And say, na karma. You cannot help it. Nothing can be done. Is it not? When I am better than yesterday, what I should do? Take the hand, take it up, take it back, and then do, well done my boy. You get satisfied yourself. I am not very good. Fine, wonderful. No? I am not white, not fairer. What I will do? You must have put how many kilograms of powder on your face? Did you become white? All Americans will remove all dresses and then go to sun to become black. Did they become black? Nothing happened. No change will happen. You are as it is only. So don't worry. No, this is not good. Good, wonderful. This is enough. This is the product. Now how can I sell this? Only think in that term. Don't try to evaluate and then try to measure and try to become unhappy. My wife is not at all beautiful. Very good, no, that's why I am leaving her there and coming for class. If she is beautiful, can I come? My wife is too beautiful, that's the problem. I cannot bring her to the classes. Both way I can start thinking and then I will become upset. If it is beautiful also, I have a problem. Not beautiful also, I have a problem. So where is the problem actually? The problem is within us. Don't worry. Where are you? When you are in problem, what do you say? I am in a problem. Where are you? I am in a problem. Where are you? In a problem. How can you be in a problem? And assume you are in a problem. What do you see all around? Problems. Can you see solution? So don't get into problems. Get outside problems. And you are in a problem means whether problem is bigger or you are bigger. Problem is bigger. Is there any problem in you which is bigger than you? Whether you are bigger or your problem is bigger. You are bigger, no? So how can you say I am in a problem? You should tell problem is in you. So where is the problem? Problem is in me. If you have problem, take one full bottle of water. Don't take full bottle, okay? Take one full bottle of distilled water. Nice water. Drink. Sometimes the problem will go, diluted. If that is not going, again drink one more bottle. And then go to bathroom, flush it and then come back and say, no problem. What do you say? What do you say? When there is a problem, you say no problem. What do you say? No problem. Whatever happens, you can say no problem. The problem will be solved. All your tension, all your worries can be just solved by saying no problem. What do you say? No problem. You are driving, full tension. Because because there are a lot of vehicles and some vehicle came and hit you. What do you get? Just say no problem. Assume you hit somebody, you tell him no problem. And he will come and hit you, you say no problem. Take it very light. Because you are not going to solve any problems in this world. And problems are there and it will die after some time. All problems will go after some time. And when you get angry, when you get not satisfied, that results into some dealings with somebody, you will show that. You will start showing all your anger to somebody else. There is nice technique for showing your anger. You want to scold somebody, that's what happens right now. Or somebody is going to scold. In both cases, to scold you need a lot of energy. To hear scolding also you need a lot of energy. So whenever your mother, father, somebody is going to scold you, please wait, I'll get some water for you. And give one glass of water. You will also take one glass of water. Finish it and then start scolding. Will you be able to scold? You cannot. Because it comes from manas, instantaneously it should come. If you hold it for some time, it will be solved automatically. Okay? So don't instantaneously show your feelings sometimes. Take a deep breath. Whenever you get angry, hold your fingers like this. Whenever you get angry, you want to scold somebody, keep it like this. And stretch your body up. Take a deep breath. And then hit somebody nearby. And then rub your eyes once. Your half problem will be solved. Do you feel fresh? You feel fresh. Because when you have tension, lot of chemical reactions happens inside your body. Acidity will start raising, brain will recur, lot of thinking process, lot of oxygen should go. And what will happen? That will not reach there. When you take a deep breath, it gets sufficient oxygen. Then what will happen? All get diluted. Toxins will not be there. You become very clean, your mind will start becoming clean. Don't get agitated unnecessarily. Don't get worried unnecessarily. We will see some people waiting for the train to come in the railway station. My wife has to come 1 o'clock. 12:30 itself I reached the railway station. Who asked you to go to 12:30? So I didn't even have my lunch. Who asked you not to have lunch? But still people will wait there. Why? Because wife is coming. If you are late, finished. And then the announcement comes, train is delayed by 1 hour. Stupid Lalu Prasad Yadav, you start scolding. Whether Lalu Prasad Yadav will get affected, whether the driver will listen that and speed up the train, nothing will happen. What will happen? Your pressure will increase, that's all, nothing will happen. And you will become sick. Some people you can see, they are measuring the platform, left to right, no? Many times they will walk on the platform. Full tension. Why train is late? As if after coming he has to do 101 thing. Nothing is there to do. Anyway, you are in the railway station. You have no other job. Wife is not around. Enjoy, no? Don't take tension. You should have tension. Tension is the just result of your uncontrolled mind. You should have stress. You should have stress, but don't take tension. Stress is positive. It makes you to work. Tension makes you to become dull, inactive. Nothing will come. Buddhi will not work. Nothing will come. You have to reach the railway station before the train. You have to reach the bus stop before the bus reaches the bus stop. Then only you can catch the bus. You are running. That's required because the time is at 8:15 and then you have to reach the bus stop at 8:15. Only 1 minute. Run. That's essential. As soon as you reached, you saw the bus left. What you should feel? Don't feel tension. Be happy. Bus is gone. No problem. Must be very happy you left the bus. Who left the bus? You left the bus. The problem is in you. Once you miss a bus, you must be happy because you get many more buses. Once you miss a bus, you get many more buses. If you get into a bus, you miss many buses, which is good. Once you get into a bus, you miss many buses. Once you miss a bus, you get many buses, which is good. Missing bus is good. So when you miss a bus, be happy. Okay? Don't get married. When you marry, finished. All options are lost. So try to be look at life slightly different. There is no point in getting tension. Don't take tension. Don't become uncontrolled mind. No, most of the time that's what happens. You go back home, there is a glass cut and you hit your hand on that and the glass falls. The mother will tell you, don't you have two eyes? She starts scolding. But assume that the mother hit the glass and the glass fallen down. Who kept the glass here? No. Both subjects are different. Does it not happen at home? So logical, because manas automatically take logic from buddhi. They are all practiced people. If you don't have practice of scolding, you will not know how to scold. You will say, what happened? The glass has fallen down. Oh no, what we done? We have to clean it. That's all. The reaction will be like this also. In Diwali, when you are firing the padak, what will happen? Sound will come. Sometimes sound will not come. That's all. But still you are happy. When glass falls, what will come? Sound will come. So you should be happy, no? The Diwali padak is 40 rupees. The glass is 6 rupees only. And sometimes somebody must have given it gift and 20 years it is there. Sometimes it is falling and breaking is good. So what you do today going back home? Be happy, because once it breaks, can anything be done? And just people will say, no, I want to teach you lesson. It should never happen to you. It's just accident. Nobody can teach lessons like this. And just because you don't have any other job, you get into this problem. Because manas has to be filled with activities. You have no job, that is why you are scolding. Assume that the day the glass has fallen, it's your sister's marriage day. Will your mother scold in that instantly? You will say, no problem, no, it's a glass, it is to be fallen, it will break, nothing happened. Because you have some other job. If you don't have any job, if it has been Sunday finished the whole day, one glass will fill the whole day. But if it is Monday, when you go to college, go to work, that's finished. And everybody will start scolding. And how you keep your scolding? When you go to office, when you go to college, all that scolding morning will be inside your mind. Because manas has nothing else to think. You will think all what happened at home. And as soon as you reach the college, the professor scolded you for something else. You will forget your mother and think about the professor is the biggest devil in the world. Because manas can keep only one picture, one item, one point of time. You keep on shifting problems in your mind. Why this manas have to be polluted with the problems? Keep your manas with nice, good activities, no? How do you control your mind? Keep your mind with lot of good activities. How do you do that? You should have good people around. If you have good people around, they will start discussing many items. Otherwise, what you will do? You will tell whatever happened at your home to your friend. Your friend will tell what happened at their home. And you will start comparing who has got bigger problems. Because only problems are in discussion. But why can't you put a nice subject on discussion today morning as soon as you meet somebody? You know, the whole day will become thrilling. So try to fill your mind with good. If there is a bad smell in this room, what you should do? Either you locate that bad fellow and then remove it. Or if you cannot locate, put spray. Nice smell, then the room will get smell. So your manas, sometimes you can remove the bad smelling item. If you cannot remove, try to put some spray sometime. That's why satsang is essential. Good people are essential together. If you have good people around, then you will become wonderful. Your mind will be controlled. It is not through lessons. Not through birth. Some people will say, if I would have taken birth in a good family, I would have become wonderful. You cannot. If I would have been educated in a wonderful school, I would have been wonderful. Good college, good educational institution. Nothing can improve you. It's the people along with you live, control your mind. Who controls your mind? The people with whom you are living. If you have good people and they don't know how to scold you, assume that at your house you never got scolding. Where do you learn bad words? How do you learn how to scold your kids? So tomorrow when you get married, you will never know how to scold. You see the situation? Because whatever you listen, whatever you hear, whatever satsang you have, that only will be there in your mind. And that only you will use it. What you practice is what you hear, what you see, what you touch, what you smell. That's what you practice. We have two people, one Dharmaputra and Duryodhana. Dharmaputra is Dharmaputra, Duryodhana is Adharmaputra. And they have taken birth in same family. They got educated in same, professor only taught them. And both of them learned Dharma Shastra. Duryodhana also learned by heart Dharma Shastra. He has also written examination, high marks also he got. The problem was, along with Duryodhana, who is good fellow? Dharmaputra is good and Duryodhana is bad. Did he do anything wrong to you? But still you will say he is bad because he was not good for the people around him. And why he became bad? Just because Duryodhana had Shakuni along with him. So if Shakuni is beside you, you are going to be in trouble. If you have Lord Krishna beside you, you will become a wonderful person. So it all matters with whom you are residing. And when he became bad, who is Duryodhana's mother? Gandhari. Gandhari felt really upset because mothers will feel upset when their kids are bad. And Gandhari calls Duryodhana and then asks, why my son? Why can't you be a good boy like this? Your cousin brothers, you see all of them are good. That's why we get compared generally, right? Why can't you be like a good boy like your cousin brother? When Duryodhana gives an answer, Janami dharmam. Mother, I know what is dharma. Nacha me pravarti. I am not able to do it. That's what happens to all of us. We know what is to be done, but we are not able to do that. Why? No control of mind. Janami dharmam, nachame pravarti. Janami adharmam. I know what is adharmam, nachame nivritti. I am not able to stop doing it. I cannot escape without doing it. I am doing only bad things in my life. Why? Kena api kamena hridistidena yatha niyuktosi tada karomi. Their hridayam means manas. Kena api kamena. Kama means desire. My hridayam is full of desire. My manas is filled with desire. Therefore, I am not able to control my mind. Kenapi kamena hridistidena yatha niyuktosi tada karomi. The mind says, do this, I am doing it. I am innocent. Therefore, never get driven by the manas. You will have problems. Sometimes it is not the buddhi and manas which is fighting. Sometimes the indriyas will start fighting. And the manas will have to take a decision. That also will happen. There is a nice poem in which the poet says, one veena is being played by a expert, and that girl is playing so well, ear is wanting that music to be continued. Ear says, I want that music. But the person is seeing that girl's finger is almost red, and if she starts playing for some more time, continue playing for some more time, the blood will come. It may ooze blood. Therefore the eye says, stop music. The ear says, I want some more music, and the eye says, stop music. Venam tellida kudiyunnu durakondan karnavum pranapreyasi njan madhyasthadaikkshanam. And the poet says, the manas is the judge there. He has to decide whether to go with the eye, ask stop, or whether to go with the ear and say continue the music. Sometimes it also happens. Therefore you cannot decide. It's very difficult. All situations. Sometimes getting along with the manas is good. Sometimes getting along with the buddhi is good. We don't know which is to be taken. Assume that there is an accident happened to one of your neighbor and he is hospitalized. You know what will happen? The manas will say, go and meet him. Then buddhi will say, it's raining, it's getting dark, auto rickshaw will cost 200 rupees, ICU admission will not be there. He is anyway in ICU unit, you cannot see him. If your mother or father is there, will you think all this? Automatically you will go, right? No? So what are these reasons? These are excuses for not meeting. Who says these excuses are given by? Buddhi. Manas only will have one desire, I wanted to go and meet. What is good? Whether going and meeting is good or not meeting is good. Depends on situations. Why? Because you don't know how critical is the situation. You will think, let him discharge and come back home, then I will meet him. But how do you know he will discharge and come back here, or discharge and charge and go there? He may become Krishna Rama Govinda and go from there straight to Benjalalpet. The whole life you will suffer. You will start thinking, oh, I should have gone and met him. Assume next day he discharges and comes, no problem. Then what do you feel? Why did I waste this money? So you cannot, whether buddhi is to be used, whether manas is to be used at the right point of time, cannot be decided. But all desire should get satisfied so that you will become happy. But that happiness, whether that happiness will go instantaneously or whether that continues, the happiness continues so that you will become permanently happy, then such desires are good. A desire for which you will get happiness and that happiness will continue for some time, that happiness is good. That happiness will stop after some time, then that happiness should not be taken. One example, you want to see a movie and you are going to college, you skip the college and go to movie, or you skip the office and go to movie. You will enjoy during the movie time, but as soon as you come out, the tension will start coming. Oh, I should not have done this mistake. So happiness is very short. You are not able to control your desire. That's why you have done that. Such instances, always start thinking whether the work, whether the result of this action will give me a continued happiness or not. Evaluate. That evaluation should be done by buddhi and then dictated to the manas. But try to control your mind so that the mind will have no such desires tomorrow. You should not feel, oh, I should go for a movie. That feeling itself should be removed from your manas. Otherwise you will become unhappy. Most of the time the buddhi and manas will fight each other, and when you have more buddhi, the manas will become upset. Nelson Mandela says it is very difficult to have people with good buddhi and good manas. Either you will have good head or good heart. Both cannot be in same. Generally ladies are supposed to be good in heart, not bad in head. But gents are supposed to be bad in heart. But not many feelings are. Ladies, asset of ladies are they have lot of feelings inside. They will cry very fast. They will get excited very fast. They will start loving very fast. They will get attached very fast. They will not get detached very fast. It's specific. But generally, gents are different. But there can be variations based on which platform, which situation, which surroundings, which satsang you belong to. Your character is determined by the people with whom you are dealing. And the character comes from your manas. The way you are feeling, the way you are reacting, the way you are behaving. More than feeling, the way you are being is important. Feeling is different and being is different. You are inside that, the character is that. And that will come only with good people around. The food what you eat will determine your manas. Lord Krishna says 3 types of people are there: Rajasika, Tamasic and Sattvic. That depends on food what you eat. Microbiotics, you are what you eat. You can see some books on that. Depends on what food you eat, your mind will get controlled or not controlled. That's also possible. So there are a lot of relations between your breathing. When you have got lot of tension, take a deep breath. If you don't practice taking deep breath, when you have tension, one deep breath will be that's the last breath. So practice good breathing practices so that when you have tension, you know how to control your tension with the breathing practices. You take lot of water that controls your tension. When you have severe tension, lot of problem with you, just go and wash your face, wet your head, wet your leg. If you can take a shower bath, if you take a dip in cold water, then just your all problems will go. So take deep breaths. Take good water. Take bath in good water. All these are some short problem solving solutions for you. Okay, this is what I have to say. I have finished 55.